Some NBA experts and analysts had said that in this 2021 rookie class, there is no one that stands out as a franchise cornerstone to build around in the next 5 years. But I beg to differ. Drafted by the Golden State Warriors, James Wiseman, a 19-year-old rookie towering at 7'1", reads books by Kobe Bryant, wants to own restaurants, and get this, he speaks fluent Mandarin. He may be bilingual, but his game has only one language, and that's to dominate you. Wiseman averaged 25.8 points and 14.8 rebounds when he was playing high school ball for Memphis East High School. A ton of schools pitched their scholarship to him, the University of Kentucky being one of them, one of the top schools in the world, but ultimately he chose to play for Memphis, which was coached by a former NBA star Anfernee Hardaway, because Wiseman was familiar with him being his AAU coach. Hardaway had these nice words to say about the kid. He is a good player with a very high ceiling, Hardaway said. The best things about him are that he understands his game and is always working to get better. And he is an even better kid off the floor. When he was drafted by the Golden State Warriors as the number 2 pick, experts had a lot of questions about him because he only played a few games in the 2020 NCAA season because of off-court issues. That made other teams wary of choosing him over LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards. Despite that, the Warriors didn't pass on him because they saw the potential given the small sample size. He was even surrounded by trade talks prior to the 2021 NBA draft. He was linked to a trade to the Houston Rockets for James Harden and a trade with the Milwaukee Bucks for Giannis Antetokounmpo. But the Warriors made it clear that they had no plans of trading him. The franchise had been looking for a center ever since Andrew Bogut's departure. If they traded Wiseman now, who can be a Bam Adebayo type of player for them, they'd be giving up their whole future to win now, and that's always risky. Wiseman may actually be better in time than Bam because he's bigger and taller. In this video, we'll talk about whether James Wiseman can be the star the Warriors need this season. But before that, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and smash that notification bell to get updates on the latest NBA content. Usually, when a player is picked within the top 3, he is expected to make an impact from the opening tip to the last game of the season. Though most teams that pick in the top 3 are tanking teams, or to be blunt, bottom feeders of the ocean, which is the NBA, this isn't the case for the Golden State Warriors. They may have picked the Memphis product, James Wiseman, as a potential cornerstone in the future for the franchise, but the Warriors want to get back to the 2020-21 playoffs after having a disappointment of a season where they finished a league-worst 15-50 because of injuries, lack of chemistry, and stars like KD leaving for free agency. Wiseman has the luxury of making mistakes because he has Steph, Draymond, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Andrew Wiggins as teammates and mentors. So Wiseman doesn't have the pressure like LeBron's rookie season back in 2003, where he was crowned the chosen one. We all know the story of LeBron, right? Wiseman can gradually develop his game and become an all-star pro in the next few years. Wiseman's skills are finishing around the rim, catching lob passes, setting screens, being a force on the boards, and an anchor on defense. Right now, he's considered to be a 4th or 5th option for the Dubs. He's not expected to create offense for other teammates or get touches on the block because the Warriors want to play a run-you-off-the-floor type of offense this season. When the season started back on December 22, 2020, the Warriors faced the powerhouse Brooklyn Nets, which is led by Kyrie Irving and ex-Warrior Kevin Durant. Although the Warriors got embarrassed by 26 points with a score of 125-99, Wiseman showed flashes of brilliance. The 19-year-old rookie finished the game with 19 points and 6 rebounds in 24 minutes of playing time, making an impression with his coach, Steve Kerr. I hate to show my age by using this expression, but he literally fell off the turnip truck last week, and he went out and got 19 points in 24 minutes in his first NBA game, Kerr said. He is so raw. There's so far to go in terms of calling out defensive coverages. The game's slowing down for him so he can execute on both ends. Wiseman did say that he felt nervous because he hasn't played basketball for a long time, as he wasn't able to finish a single season in the NCAA because of off-court issues. Plus, his first game since November 12, 2019 was in the NBA against a really good team. It was understandable to have jitters. "I felt a lot of jitters," Wiseman said, "but as soon as I took my first shot attempt, everything just went out the window. I just started playing hard. I think I did really well for not playing in a year." Wiseman showed his talents right away when he slammed the ball on a fast break for his first point, but later, early in the second half, learned he was not in college anymore after DeAndre Jordan slammed an alley-oop in transition on the other end over his head. The deficit was too big to overcome by the Warriors, and it was the first game, so Steve Kerr had no intention to ask his players to go all out in this game. That's why he played Wiseman 24 minutes to get adjusted to the NBA style of play. As Wiseman came back on the court in the fourth quarter, after sitting out the last minutes of the third quarter, he promised himself that he would be more aggressive and find his shot more because it was a great opportunity to show what he can do. The pep talk worked. Wiseman, for a short period in the fourth, knocked down a three, slammed home another alley-oop, and scored in the mid-range for 7 quick points. "As soon as I got out there in the fourth quarter, I just went in a whole nother world," Wiseman said. Even Steph had good things to say about the rookie. "I wasn't shocked to see that. He showed that in practice and our scrimmages. Very confident in what he can do. It's good to see him get his feet wet, get some reps in." Both players did say they needed more time to gel and play the pick-and-roll game, given that it's the first time they've had to since they had Andrew Bogut a few years ago. Steph had Bogut helping him in the pick-and-roll game, but the difference here is Wiseman has a jumper, so he can pick and pop and shoot outside, whereas Bogut didn't do that. That chemistry will come with more playing time together as the season goes. "I'm very patient. I just got in the league, so I'm just trying to get a feel for everything. I'm just trying to improve and trying to get as many wins as possible. That will come down the road, but I'm just focusing on one day at a time," Wiseman said after a post-game interview. "I think Steve Kerr will start Kevin Looney more this season, given that he's a veteran and knows the system already, but Wiseman will get his playing time or may even start when they face teams that have huge centers like Rudy Gobert, Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, and many more, so he'll get the necessary experience he needs to improve his game. Kerr may play him around 24 to 25 minutes per game, just like what Sacramento did 2 years ago with Marvin Bagley, a second overall pick as well. Bagley averaged 11.8 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 1 assist in his rookie season. If Wiseman can put up the same stats or even better while being a rim protector for the Golden State Warriors, it will be a huge boost for the team as they have playoff hopes this season. What do you think of Wiseman? Can he really be the star the Warriors need this season, or should he be traded? Tell us what you think in the comments down below. And once again, make sure to leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.